lonely people with a tremendous amount in common, thrown together continually. Before we know what's happening, and in love, we fight as long as possible, alone on a rainy summer evening. Dick's 1,000 miles away. Couldn't fight it any longer. I took you in my arms, and we made love. Then we each got upset stomachs. The main things that were honest.
I still can't believe it.
I haven't slept that well in years. Is it noon yet?
It's 7.
7? I didn't realize it was so early. You were fantastic last night.
Thanks.
How do you feel now?
I think the Pepto-Bismol helped. What were you thinking of while we were doing it?
Willie Mays.
You always think of baseball players when you're making love?
It keeps me going.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out who kept yelling, slide.
I think it'd probably be best if you told Dick.
Dick?
I guess it'll come as a surprise, but
Oh, it'll be a surprise, all right.
make sure you tell him on a day where Wall Street closes high.
Gee, this whole thing is complicated.
Listen, it happened. Can't help that. It happened. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. The point is that you felt like a woman and I felt like a man, and that's what those kind of people do.
I did feel like a woman. You were wonderful.
I have a fantastic craving for breakfast.
What are you in the mood for? I'll make some.
Steak and eggs. Pancakes. Butter and syrup. Biscuits. And a big pot of coffee.
Well, in that case, I better go downstairs and pick up a few things.
Why don't bother, we'll go out.
Oh, no, that's okay. I need some fresh air.
There's money in my raincoat.
Wait till my analyst comes back from his vacation and finds out about this. He'll become a chiropodist.
You killer! You were incredible in bed last night, like Toscanini. Nancy should have been there. She'd have seen a master in action.
Words out all over Europe that you're the best thing in bed the United States has to offer.
You could have had some of this, and you threw it away.
I made a mistake. I know that now. Can't we start over?
It's too late. Linda and I are in love. We're going away.
I've been a fool. Oh. Goodbye, Alan. I'm going to become a nun. If I can't have you, the next best thing is God.
She's got a point there. Gee, I can't believe it. This bright, beautiful woman is in love with me. Of course she's in love with me. Why shouldn't she be? I'm bright, amusing, sensitive face, fantastic body. Dick will understand. Hell, we're two civilized guys. In the course of our social encounters, a little romance has developed. It's a very natural thing to happen amongst sophisticated people.
You sent for me?
Yes.
Good.
Drink?
What?
Scotch.
Fine.
Me?
Please.
Soda.
A dash.
Linda and I are in love.
It's just as well. I've just come from my doctor and he gives me 2 months to live.
Good, then you don't mind.
Not a bit.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Sure. Things are going to be okay. Hell, Dick and I have been through tougher situations than this. Dick and I have been through a lot together. He's my best friend. This is terrible. This is going to hurt him, I know it.
Thanks a lot.
Dick!
How could you? I trusted you both. My wife and my best friend. I feel I've been made such a fool of. I loved her. I loved you. How could I not see it coming? Me, who had the foresight to buy Polaroid at 8.5.
awful. He'll do something rash. Dick's an emotional guy. He'll kill himself. Kill himself? Did you ever think about what he might do to you? Didn't you ever hear the unwritten law? You take a guy's wife, you humiliate him. You've seen enough Italian movies. Plus, Dick's got a temper.
Bastardo! Penso di creduto! Tu mi creduto e me!
Non è vero!
Tu mi pigliare per stupido!
Non è colpa mia!
Bugiardo! Porco! Imbecille!
No, no!
Tu mio satisfare mio
Oh,
annore!
boy! That hurt! This is crazy. I love her. She loves me. We can have a wonderful life together. Why does Dick have to be in the picture? Hell, take it easy. Why do you have to make everything such a Warner Brothers production? She'll come back, and you'll have breakfast together. Shape up. She'll be back in any minute. You'll spend the whole day together.
I had to come home, Alan. I have to speak to you. Alan, I think Linda's having an affair. I just called home and she's not there. And these past few weeks she seemed distracted, distant. Only little things a husband would notice. The other night she talked about an affair in her sleep.
Did she mention any names?
Only yours. But when I woke her and asked her about it, she said it was a nightmare. God, I tried to think of who it might be. I mean, it has to be somebody I don't know. Somebody from work, an ad executive, an agent, or an actor.
Why are you so upset? I thought she was just a corporate image.
I love her. If she leaves me, I'll kill myself.
Since when are you so emotional?
I've never been in love with anyone before. I mean, if I find out who this guy is, I'll kill him, I swear. I've neglected her, and now she's out with some stud. If I haven't already lost her to someone, I'm going to make up for everything to her. I'm going to change. I want to make her life with me exciting and fun, because without her, it wouldn't be worth living. I was up all night in the Cleveland hotel room. I thought, all right, you're losing her. Too bad, you'll survive. Then I panicked and phoned her. She was out. And when I called her here, she said she was on her way home. I mean, where did she stay?
Calm yourself.
No, I'm sorry. I have to go. I have to find her. I have to beg her forgiveness before it's too late. I want her to get on that plane with me and fly back to Cleveland. I want her with me all the time. I want to pamper her. I want to hear her laugh. Oh, God. Alan, I'm sorry for carrying on like this. It's just, you're the only friend in the world who would understand.
I understand.
If she calls here, tell her I'm at home. Tell her I need to speak with her, will you?
Sure.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
I'm going to faint. How could I tell him? The guy's desperately in love with her. I never realized how much. He never realized how much. I couldn't do that to a stranger, much less a friend. What if it's too late? What if Linda's really hooked on me now? You know what they say about a girl who's been made love to by someone who really do it great? I mean, I was fantastic last night. I never once had to sit up and consult the manual. But love is very different for a woman. It's a complicated phenomenon. I don't know what to expect. I've never broken love with a woman before.
So you think it's as simple as that?
We have no choice.
You told me you loved me.
Try to take it gracefully.
But the time we spent together, the closeness, the promises.
Please, Linda.
You mean too much to me. I can't let you go.
Linda, don't be difficult. I'm sorry.
Sorry's not enough. You think I'm a play toy?
What can I say?
Give me the letter.
What letter?
Philip, give me the letter.
There's no
I
letter.
want the letter, Philip. Give me the letter.
Linda, you're going
You
crazy.
can't treat me this way.
Don't pull the trigger. I'm a bleeder. She'll kill me. Women are violence prone. Betty Davis, Barbara Stanwyck, the killers. I'll go away. I'll join the circus. I'll be a clown. I'll never take off my makeup. Like Jimmy Stewart.
Pull yourself together, kid. You're hysterical.
I'm going to join the circus.
You should feel encouraged. When you weren't coming on phony, you got a pretty good dame to fall for you. You thought you couldn't make it with dames. Well, you can.
But then it's got to end and I can't do it.
It's not that hard. Watch. Come here, sweetheart.
Yes, sir?
It's over.
What is?
Us.
Over?
That's right, Toots. It's over. Kaput.
That's simple, eh?
That's right.
Well, supposing I say no.
Won't do you any good.
And will this?
Come off it, sweetheart. You never were any good with a rod.
But why does it have to end before it can begin? Please tell me why.
Because you played too rough for me. It was you who killed Parker. Johnson found out about it, and so you killed him too. But that wasn't enough for you. You wanted me out of the way. You knew you couldn't shoot me when I was stationed, so you thought you'd get me to turn my back. Well, not me, sweetheart. Now, come on. You're taking the fall. And that's about it.
For you, you're Bogart.
Everybody is, kid. At certain times. You're doing something now that I didn't think you had in you. You're giving up a pretty nice tomato because you don't want to hurt a guy. If I did that, there wouldn't be a dry eye in the house.
Well, yeah, but I'm brokenhearted over it.
Well, the more reason you should be proud of it.
You think so?
Sure. Look, kid, there are more things in life than dames. And one of those things is knowing that you did the right thing for a pal. Think it over.
Grocery store not open yet?
No.
Tell her.
What?
Tell her now.
Linda?
Alan, do you realize what a wonderful thing has happened?
Linda?
Alan, the most beautiful thing in the world has occurred right under our noses. We've had a wonderful experience. Doesn't that surprise you? I mean, you didn't have to do anything. You didn't have to leave any half-open books lying around. You didn't have to put on the proper mood music. I mean, I even saw you in your underwear with the days of the week written on them.
Look, Linda, we've gotta call it quits.
Yes, I know. While I was out, suddenly everything became clear. And when I asked myself if I really want to break off my marriage, well, the answer is no. I love Dick. And while someone as wonderful as you is very tempting, I just can't imagine my life without him.
You can't?
He needs me, Alan. And in some unexplainable way, I need him.
I know he needs you.
This is the first time I've ever been affected by anyone besides Dick. I'm already a little in love with you. And unless I stop it now, I'll be too deeply involved to go back to him. I don't regret a second of what's happened, because what it's done for me is to reaffirm my feelings for Dick.
Go home, Linda. He's home waiting for you.
He is?
He came a little while back while you were out. He wants you to go to Cleveland with him. He'll explain it. Meanwhile, we'll just be good friends. I think I like that.
You're sure? I mean, you're not just saying that to make things easy.
I'm saying it because it's true. Inside of us, we both may belong, Dick. You're part of his work, the thing that keeps him going. If that plane leaves the ground and you're not with him, you'll regret it. Maybe not today and maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
That's beautiful.
It's from Casablanca. I've waited my whole life to say it.
Goodbye. Alan. I told you this would happen.
Are you kidding? She's in love with me, don't hurt her.
Meanwhile, she's back with Dick.
Give him a pretty good run for his money. Not even trying. That's the key.
That's it, kid. You tell her, you got it from here.
I'm going to do something I should have done a long time ago. I'm going to forget you.
What? Alan, no! Don't! Don't! Alan, no! Alan, no!
Jeez, kid, that was great. Of course, I would have slapped her around a little bit.
I do have a little style.
Well, kid, so long.
You're leaving?
Sure. You don't need me anymore. There's nothing I can show you that you don't already know.
Yes, that's true. The secret's not being you. It's being me. True, you're a little short, a little ugly, but I'm tall enough and ugly enough to get by.
Well, here's looking at you, kid.
Hi, my name is Barbara Tyler, and I just moved in upstairs, and I'm all alone, and I locked myself out. But could I use your phone?
Sure, it's over here.
Film Quarterly. You're not the Alan Felix who writes Film Quarterly, are you?
Why, yes, I am.
I just did my PhD on cinema for the new school, and I used some of your articles to reference. They're very clever.
Thank you.
I particularly like the article you wrote on the African Queen.
That was one of my favorite movies.
It was quite a departure from Bogart.
Well, you see, the thing about Bogart that most people don't know is that he did a lot of gangster films in the 30s. The roaring 20s, 80s, and 90s. My personal favorite is Petrified Face.